Okay, why? Fine.
Hi!
Hey, how are you? Hey, wait, because okay, is everything fine?
Everything is fine. I am so sorry. This was like so crazy.
No, no, no. Don't worry. This can happen all the time. No, don't worry.
Oh, how are you?
I'm good. Can we close the door? Yeah, it's very hard time. Very like a lot of work, but I'm very good. Thank you. How are you doing? Good.
Yeah, I'm good. So I'm Shelly, by the way, with Kiss FM in Chicago. So it's nice to
Nice
meet
to meet
you.
you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Okay. So first, yeah. So you said you're good. I mean, how has quarantine been for you? Because I feel like I've been following you. You've been so busy.
It was a very of course it was a hard time because nobody of us wanted to spend 2 months stuck in a house because of an ugly moment like that. But it was I took this period as something positive, something to look inside myself, just to understand a lot of things that I didn't have time to, and to write new songs, to paint more, to make my creativity just blow up.
Yeah. Have you been able to spend time? I know you have two of the cutest little boys. Have you been able to spend time with them at all?
Not yet, because like there's they are in another country, and they're still closed. They're 6 and 3.
Yeah, so cute. So, okay, I'm wondering before we get into the movie and some of the stuff you're working on, can you just tell me and like take me through your life? Like how, because I want to know more about you and sort of how then you got to this point of being in this huge movie. But tell me about even start from if you want, however far back you want to go.
Well, how did I start? What the way I got into the movie, it was hilarious because I was working in another, like I was doing something else. I wasn't working anymore as an actor because you know, um, I was in another, like in a moment of my life that it wasn't happy. So I started working as a gardener in a small city, and when I first got uh, the offer from my agent, I was like, no, no, I don't want to do that, like Polish movie. And it was sounds weird. And in the night, I got the call from the director, and he was telling me, like, hey, listen, I don't know you, but I need you. Like, who is this? So the next day I just called the work, and I'm like, listen, I'm not feeling good with the stomach, and I'm not coming to work today. And I just took the plane and flight to Poland, and this is how it started. Everything started.
Wow. So literally that was like what? Like I think I've heard you say that was like a year ago when you were just, right?
Today, 1 year ago, I was starting. Today is what, 28? Yeah, today,
28,
1 year
yeah.
ago, I was starting to study the script.
Wow. And so, and what I find unbelievable is, yeah, you were, like you said, you were a gardener before that. I mean, did you ever, like, was this always the dream? Was this the hope? Like, would you think about it while gardening? Like, that this is what you wanted
No, I
to
mean,
do?
because like I was an actor, like I always wanted to be an actor since I was 11.
Uh-huh.
But when I got into a really deep depression because of the divorce from my wife, and I had my kids far from me for a long time. So I decided to quit everything, like quit acting and everything. I'm just getting a normal job and stuff. So I got the first job that they offered me to do, and it was a summer job, and not even a summer job, even before. It was a job that I could just pay my bill, my expensive, my small house, and I didn't even have the contract, so they could have kicked me out whenever they want.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then you, okay, so then you get the call that this director says, okay, I need you to come for this movie, 365 days. And so did you even, I mean, did you think like, wow, this is going to be really big? Or did you kind of just, what did you think initially going into it? Did you imagine it would be as big as it's been?
Uh, I thought, like, once I got the script, I thought that it could have be like one of my last opportunity on my life, you know. So I've got the script, and I totally love the stories. And I quickly thought, you know, I can just, maybe it's the right time, you know, to go back and try one more time. If it goes, it goes. It doesn't go, it doesn't go. You know, I can go back to clean parks. You know,
Yeah.
and
And
fortunately, it went good. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it went really well. Um, and so what do you think it is about this movie that resonates with people so much? Why do you think they like it so much?
I'm sure the people like the they love fiction. They love something that is not real. They love especially when there's, kind of love. When there's love in between, when there's passion, when there's something incredibly unreal mixed with passion and love. I think that that was the key. Because we're talking about the fiction, like it's something that comes from someone else's mind, that from a book. 365 is based on the novel.
Right.
Sold a lot of copies in Poland.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I think when you get asked about the movie, I feel like does everybody just talk about the boat scene? Is that like the scene that you get brought up the most?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is it like? Because both you and Anna, you seem very comfortable doing that scene, but what is it? Was it awkward? Like, what is it like doing a scene like that where it's
No,
so
like we
intimate?
started,
Yeah.
we had an amazing friendships till the beginning. So what you guys say is it's the fruit of a very good connection. I mean, we were, like, me and Anna were so good friends, and we loved so much. So at the beginning, when we knew each other, when we met each other, we became friends. So at the beginning, make, for example, kisses scene or love scenes, sex scenes was like, okay, silence, okay, okay, rolling, action. We were gonna kiss each other and we start laughing, all the
Yeah.
time, because it was awkward, like, because it was like, come on, we're friends, like, but we have to do this movie. So at the end, we were so tired, like, we're talking about the both scenes, that we just make it as real as we could, because we're trying to be as much professional as we could, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And so, and from what I understand, there was no actual like real making love going on, right? Because you guys make it look really real.
It looks real, right?
It looks
Well,
real.
that means that we're good actors.
That means you're good actors. That's
Yeah.
right. Um, and so someone was wondering actually, how long did it take to make the movie?
We had like 2 months to shoot the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like relatively quick then, right?
I mean, I think it's the right time.
The right time, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what I mean, so since then, it seems like, I mean, things have just blown up for you. So how are you sort of adjusting to this new life? Like, what has that been like?
Um, I'm. It's incredible, and incredible. I can't even describe what I feel. Sometimes, because everywhere I go around the world, I have people that are waiting for me outside the airport, and they're so they're so cute, and they're so lovely, and I love it. Um, and I think that uh, I'm having so much work to do, beside acting and music. I've
Yeah, I was
opened
going to ask you about that
three
next. Yeah.
companies as well, like for my beside everything, like something that I always wanted to do, that I'm realizing right now. And I don't want to put too much time thinking about what's happening to me, because I'm really focused on the work. I'm really focused on, give the people what they would like to have. So everything, talking about music and cinema, really focused on my job. Really.
Yeah. And yeah, you mentioned your music. So you just put out a new music video for Hard for Me.
Hmm.
And talk
Did you
about
like it?
that. I did. I really liked it. I did. It's a very it's like a very sort of haunting kind of song, which I feel like is very fitting for right now. Like it kind of, for me, is like the right tone right now. But someone had asked me on Instagram, what was your inspiration for that song?
I tried to. I wrote the song for the movie, by the way.
Yeah.
So the inspiration was the love between Massimo and Laura. You kept telling me I'm free to go, but I'm addicted to you. You know, so I just took. You know, there's erotism in that movie. There's love. There's action. There's a lot of kind of emotion. I just took the love and transform it in a song. You know, that is the only thing that I wanted to do. You know.
Yeah. And then what was it like making the music video? Because did you just have to do that in the last few weeks?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, and there, I had my Italian crew. I had an amazing director, Fabrizio Conte, who is one of the best direct video clip director in Italy we have, and it was an amazing experience.
So was it tough to
I'm
do?
trying all the time to put 100% of my strengths inside my project. You know, everything I do.
Yeah, definitely. And so, and then, yeah, I know you mentioned too, you're coming out with a perfume. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to tell you. Like I was gonna tell you before. Like beside acting and music, uh, I'm trying to make another kind of business, but the business that always wanted to do. I always, since I was young, I always had the idea like one day I want to make my own perfume because I love perfumes. So one day I want to create the perfume I like, you know. So I decided to make business with the Middle East because I think that in the Arabs country, the perfumes, it's something cultural. They don't just spray the perfume as we all do. You know, I just take a perfume. But when I traveled there, I thought that I saw the way that they take perfume that they spray and then they put the tears of the oil and then they mix it. So it was completely fascinating to me. And I'm like, okay, this is maybe the right time to believe in this, in you know, to believe in this project. And I started to make all the making business with one of the best parfum sellers in the Middle East, Mohammed Ilal, and and the concept is that we have in the box two perfumes. One it's called Her Man, and one His Woman. So the one for man is the one that I use,
Okay.
the one I like, my personal one, and the one for her is the one I would like to smell on the woman, you know, and it's totally based on my personal taste, you know.
And so is that something, so will that be something, because I'm sure a lot of women are going to want that. Are they able to get it
I
soon?
hope
Where do they get it from?
they can buy like on the and it's gonna be available in the 3 October, in my birthday. So this is just a
Oh,
gift that I'm doing to myself, and it's gonna be available on the e-commerce on the website. But very soon I will start making all of the advice, you know, the commercial on my Instagram. You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it true too, you're planning to move to Hollywood soon to come to the US?
I'd love to because I'm getting some proposition from Hollywood, and there is one very interesting, very interesting, but we're still on. Yeah, we're still on, you know, or you know, talking about some details. But for sure, for sure, no matter what, I'm going to Hollywood.
That's super exciting. So then I'm sure, like, I would imagine you have a lot of movie offers and all kinds of things coming in.
Yeah. I really went once to LA for 20 days in 2017,
Hmm.
but it was like only 20 days, and it wasn't on for work. Next time I will want to go there. It might be for work, you know.
Yeah. And also, too, just confirming 365 days, too, will be coming, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
We're gonna start shooting next year, but we still don't know when because of this problem with coronavirus.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope, guys, you're good in America, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it depends on the day. We're hanging in there, I think. So it
Yeah,
can
yeah,
be, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And so, okay, I was wondering because honestly, Michele, I mean, some people say that they think you're like one of the hottest men alive. Do you see yourself that way, or do you just sort of like laugh when you hear that?
Only because I was a gardener? Come on. Well, I just, I just, the only things that I can say is to thanks everybody, look, because it's gonna sound weird that I can tell, yes, I'm the hottest man alive,
Yeah.
Yeah. I can just, thanks everybody for the love that they send to, to me every day on my Instagram. Every day on my Instagram, I get thousands of messages, and I can feel that they like what I do, and I love when they understand that I'm not Massimo Torricelli, but I'm Michele Morrone. I just build up a character because Massimo is always, very. When Michele
Very
laugh,
serious, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I like to laugh. He doesn't like, He's, in a few
Yeah, you're
months I'm
much
gonna
more
have to
fun
deal with him
loving.
again.
Yeah, right. You have to sort of, well, you'll have to get back into Massimo mode eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is like one thing that we would be surprised to know about you? Is there something that would be surprised to know?
Surprised about me.
Yeah, like is there something that a lot of people would maybe be surprised is there like something quirky about you that we might be
Oh,
surprised to know?
I, that I know how to cook eggs in a very good way.
You're good at cooking eggs. Are you
Because
able
I'm
to
old.
like are you able to
I
share
take
how
the
you do
eggs,
it?
I
Yeah.
break them, and I put them, and the sounds of it's amazing, just
That's pretty
amazing.
good. Do you do it scrambled?
Like yeah, scrambles every kind of eggs. I can just throw the eggs as well.
And some people too were asking me on Instagram because you have a tattoo in your lip. Is that right?
It is.
Yeah. What?
It's called FGM. This one.
Yeah.
It was when I was really young. I made this, like, it's called FGM. It means il fine giustifica i mezzi, which is mean everything you do in life is everything you do to reach your dreams is allowed.
Oh, wow. Did that
Yeah.
hurt to get that?
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I would
hurts a
think
lot.
so. Yeah. And I had a lot of people asking me, are you like even thinking about like dating? Are you single? Or like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm really. I mean, right now I'm working so hard and so much. I didn't close the door to love, so I'm not going to search for love. If the love search like find me, there's no problem. I'm really open about it. Really, really.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah,
think
yeah.
it's really important to have someone to love, and in your personal life, it can be something that helps you every day.
Absolutely. Are
Okay,
you?
so thank you, thank you very much.
No, that's fair. Of course. Of course. No, Michaela, honestly, I'm just like, I'm so thrilled that you were able to do this and take the time to do it. I didn't know, was there anything else that we missed or that you wanted to cover or talk about?
I mean, my favorite color, for example,
Yeah, we can talk about your favorite color. What's your favorite color?
black.
Black? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there anything else? I mean, I know you have a horse. You just recently got a horse, right?
yeah, yeah. They ate too much that too. Yeah, yeah. But like I made this gift to me when I finished the movie. I
The
just bought
movie.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. I assume you've watched the movie, right? Like you watched it back,
Hmm?
365 days. I assume you watched the movie, like you watched it on Netflix, or did you?
It's been a long time.
It's been
It's
a
been a
long
long
time.
time I don't watch that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I watched that the first time that came out on Netflix, but then I was watching the movie 365 days, and then like I fall asleep, and I did. You know, I
You
usually
fell
don't
asleep?
don't really like to watch my things.
Oh, really? What does it just, it feels kind
Okay,
of
here
weird?
they're telling me that I have to go.
Okay.
So thank you very much for your
Oh
time.
my God, of course. Thank you so much for taking the
Thank you
time,
so much.
Michele. Yeah,
Great things.
thank
Stay
you.
safe. Good luck.
Yes, you too. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.